Hey everyone, welcome back to Natural A2 TV. In today's video, I am going to discuss with you the pros and the cons of having locks. So if you're new to my channel, please stay tuned and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more updates of every video that I post, only if you hit that notification bell. So stay tuned. Yes, I am locked now. And guess what? I really do love my locks. I installed my locks and it was a very tedious process. It took me a whole month to do locks. So anyhow, if you want to know more about that, you have to go to the previous video. But today's video, I want to talk to you about some of the pros that I've experienced having my locks. One of the pros that I've experienced is basically not having to dabble in my hair all the time. Even though I still do that now, I put my hands in my hair, but it's in place. It's you know, there's nothing else to do but to just kind of play around with it. I don't have to bother with it all the time. When I say bother with it, I'm basically talking about taking it loose, retwisting it, plaiting it every time I wash it. You know, I don't have to do that anymore. Instead, coming to number two, I can wash it and go. So number two would be wash and go. It's a pro to basically having locks. It's low maintenance, and that's something I really appreciate about having locks. It is low maintenance. I wash it and I go. You have to be careful because you can't go too long without twisting at the root and making sure all the new hairs that are coming in are just loose. I actually experienced that, but we'll get to that one when it comes to the cons. The third thing is I can style it. As you see, I got it up in a little, let me back up. I got it up in a little ball here, updo, and in the back I got it loose, as you guys can see. So it's a nice style. I've actually had my hair in several styles since I've been locked. That is a great benefit when I wake up in the morning. Let's say if I need to run out for a business errand or anything job related or just casual, depending on how I'm feeling, I can style my hair and go. So that is a really big benefit to having locks. So I don't have any regrets of having my hair locked. Now I do want to talk about some of the cons of having locks. One of the cons almost made me not want to be locked anymore, but I overcame that because the benefits of having locks outweighs the benefits of the cons of having locks. One of the things that I have come across having locks, a con, is the first thing was, how in the world am I going to wear my hair to bed? At the time, the last video you guys saw, my hair was already about between 13 to 15 inches long. So I had 13 inches of an instant lock that I put on it. So it made it about between 27 to 29 inches long. And it was long. So going to bed was just bulky and it was hot and I just didn't like it. I'm like, wow, you usually have to go through years of getting that type of length. So I went from having 15 inches a length of hair to now it's tailbone length. I didn't like that. To me, it just felt like I cheated too much. So what I did was, guys, I cut it. I had to cut it. I had to chop it off. I had to chop about maybe 6 inches or so off of it. So what I did, I chopped it off and I measured it again. So I measured it about 2 weeks ago at 19 inches. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 weeks ago at 19 inches. So it's a little shorter. The front, I probably have it at the same length that my original hair was, about between 13, 15 inches in the front. The back, I actually left it a little longer so I can style it a certain way. So I felt a lot better going to bed at night, being able to put my hair in my little bonnet. And this particular bonnet doesn't seep product or anything. So every night I wear my little bonnet. So I fixed that problem. It wasn't as bulky as it was. And I'm like, but it does get hot at times. And sometimes when I have it down my back, it tends to, the fibers of the hair kind of goes through the shirt, and it kind of itches a little bit. I found that but anytime you get instant locks or any type of locks, it's going to take time for your hair to mature, the lock to mature. And if that lock is not mature, you're going to experience probably more itching, because all those little fragments of hairs from making instant locks, all that is going to dig into the fibers of the cotton, and it's basically going to be itching your back. So that's a con. But I overcame that situation, so I just kind of had to chop it off a little bit so I can experience the growth that I've been looking for, to see how fast, how good my hair is growing. So that's one con. Other than that, those are the only two cons. That's it. There is another thing that happens with locks, especially when you're doing instant locks. It sheds a lot. It sheds a lot. I find the more that I've been washing my hair, I've been finding that the locks are starting to appear to be a little more better as far as texture and how would I say it, movement and just a little more pliable. It's starting to be a little better the more I wash it. But initially when I had my instant locks put in, it was very stiff. I did not like it. It was just terrible. So, and even still after washing it, my hair was frizzing up, same deal. So basically going through the ugly phase. So like I said, I chopped it off to the inches that's closer to the original length of my hair. And I want you guys to see it. Some pieces are, like this piece is a little more closer to my own hair length. I think my hair length, if I can find where my hair is, I think this is actually, let me see. This is actually my natural hair length right here. And this is a portion of the lock, but I cut it off. So this is my hair from my finger on up. And the back is a little longer, so it's okay. I mean, I got it where I needed it to be, and I'm going to give myself a year to see how well my hair is growing with my locks, my natural hair, and the instant locks that I put in. I really do like this, this decision. And oh yeah, by the way, I had to color my hair. When I ordered my hair from Making Styles, they honestly sent me the wrong color. It was like almost like a burgundy red. It was like black, but it had like really deep red tints on it. And I'm like, this is not what I ordered, but it's okay. It's the pandemic, maybe they just grabbed the wrong bundle, because I ordered jet black. But with all this being said, I was still pleased with the type of hair that I got, because they have very good hair. I mean, the hair is 100% all natural. Like I say, I had to dye it jet black, so I had to go to the store and buy an actual jet black permanent hair coloring. Now, mind you, I haven't had chemicals in my hair in 4 years, so I really had to be very careful to just have it on the hairs that's the permanent locks versus my own hair, because my own hair is jet black. I may have a little silver hair here and there, but it is jet black. So I was like, wow, I didn't like the smell. It was like chemical. I'm like, I don't miss anything about chemicals at all whatsoever. Also, I went to the store and bought some henna, and it's 100% all natural. for my actual hair. So the chemical, the permanent for the locks, permanent locks, and then the natural for my own hair, which has no chemicals and all that. So to do this process was very difficult. So I realized I can't use the henna and the chemical at the same time because it might cause a disaster. So I had to make a decision to just put the color, the jet black color on my hair and keep it away from my root, keep it away from possibly my natural hair. And it actually turned out pretty good. I was almost dying through the process because the smell was so horrible. You know, I'm not used to chemicals. It's been 4 years. So it was horrible, but I made it through. So now my hair is jet black all over. My natural hair on down to the tips of where the permanent lock extension is. So I want to change subjects right now. I do have a length hair measuring clip tape that I need to measure my hair, and I want to keep track of my hair monthly to see how well it's growing. When I measured it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was 19 inches. So I want to show you guys this hair measuring clip tape that I'm going to use, and this tape actually clips on. It has a little claw clip. If you guys can see, it's a little claw clip, and what you do, you just hook it onto the ring, and you can see the increments. It starts from 1 all the way to 50. Okay, now if you got 50 inches worth of hair, kudos to you. My hair is not that long yet. I don't even know if I'm gonna let it grow that long. But so what I'm gonna do is clip this on the back of my hair. All right. Yep, 19 inches. That's what I got. So it is growing. That's the longest piece. And I'm going to continue to measure it. Now this device right here can be ordered on Amazon. It's called a hair measuring clip tape. I'll put the link in the description box. Hair measuring clip tape. It can measure anything, your hair, your garments. It can measure anything from a horse's hair, a dog's hair, if you have hair, if you got hair, beard hair, whatever hair. It measures this. If you're a seamstress and you have clothing that you want to hold in place, you can't measure and hold at the same time. Let's say somebody's getting married and they have these beautiful dresses and pieces that just flow down all the way down their back, and you want to measure it. All you got to do is just take this, clip it in place and measure, and that's it. So it's called hair measuring clip tape. It's in the link below, description box below. Order yours. It's on Amazon. All right. So this is the conclusion of the video. We're going to see just how long these locks are going to grow. And we'll go from there. And this is all new for me. I'm not a loctician. This is a disclaimer. I'm not a loctician. I'm not an expert on locks. I'm just going through the journey and learning as I go. If you have any questions or if you have any comments or any suggestions, feel free to leave that in the description, or I'm sorry, not in the description, in the comment section below, because maybe you have some advice for me. If you have any questions for me, I'm still new in the game. I may not be able to answer your questions, so feel free, if there are people that have asked questions, if you have any knowledge about Locs, feel free to share in the comment section. So this is the end of the video, everyone. And I want to say to you all, thank you for tuning into my channel. And I appreciate you all that have subscribed. So until next week, I'll talk to you guys, or in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'll talk to you guys again. And I want to say peace and love and much blessing, success. Remember, stay safe out there. All right, peace out. Take care.